Hi everyone, it's Dr. Kennedy, also on behalf of Dr. Ladd for CIL 680. I'm going to cover a few things as a reflection upon looking at the discussion forum this past week as you prepare and polish your text sets for nonfiction. So right here I have the calendar, it's week 4, and at the end of the week you're creating text sets for nonfiction. Assignment is due. So I'm going to come back over here. I'm looking at the assignments now, and we want to point out a few things that we saw in the discussion forum. You will not get a lot of personalized comments from us as instructors in the discussion forum because that was kind of an experimental place where you could share your ideas, get help from your peers, and give each other feedback. That was the primary purpose of the discussion forum. One thing we do want to do, though, is give you feedback based on some common errors or omissions that we've seen in the discussions across both classes. The first thing is that if a rationale was included, and many of you did not include your rationale, is to connect back to the course material. So as I'm looking at the assignments, I'm here under task. The first task is to write a rationale. And I want you to pay attention to this note here that says to reference your course readings when articulating your rationale. And then there are some guiding questions to help you do that. Make sure that you are always referencing back to the course material. And in the next discussion forum, we'd also like to see it in the peer feedback. So push each other to do that when you don't see it. And also you might want to suggest if you notice that, hey, Serafini would be a great resource for you to use for your rationale. You should consider it. So the forums are for help. The assignments are your polished assignments. I also want to point out that books must be within the last 10 years, and we have pointed you in the direction of the resources for that purpose. We encourage you to look for the most recent, most contemporary nonfiction text that you can find, but no later than 10 years. And so that's another common mistake we saw in the discussion forum. Lastly, we wanted to make sure that you were revisiting the criteria for success prior to submitting your assignment. So use these guidelines as you are writing and use them when you're finished. Go back through and ask yourself, do you have the clear and thoughtful rationale? Did you include 10 contemporary picture books and or chapter books that are connected? And make sure that you have 2 detailed lesson plans. The UNLV template is located on the UNLV website, and I will try to attach that as well. So just to reiterate, the 3 things that we wanted you to make sure that you hit are the rationale connected to the course material, publication dates in the last 10 years, and to make sure you go back and reference that criteria for success before you submit your assignment. Of course, you're going to want to read through the whole assignment and cover all of the different points, but those were the 3 things that we saw in the discussion forums that we wanted to make sure that you got that as feedback from us collectively. Looking forward to seeing what you've done.